There's no doubt about it, your body goes through some pretty amazing processes every single day to keep you alive. Your heart beats steadily without you having to think about it. Your lungs take in oxygen with little effort. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The Independent reminds us just how important certain body parts are. Without your pinky finger, you'd lose 50% of the strength in your hand. And your stomach acid is strong enough to dissolve metal, and certainly that cheeseburger you had for lunch. But have you ever considered the parts of your body that are pretty useless? From your internal organs to your extremities, there's a lot going on that you really don't need. If you removed these 8, you'd be totally fine. So without further ado, let's talk about them. Number 1. Extra eye membrane. You might not know this one by its formal name, but you look at it every day. You might not know this one by its formal name, but you look at it every day. The plica semilunaris, it's that thin, pink membrane right in the corner of your eye. So, what's the point of it? Scientists think it originally formed in order to help keep your eye moist and clean, or maybe to help conceal your iris from predators in the wild. Whatever the case might have been, it's really not necessary anymore. Number 2. Body hair. Compared to a lot of other animals in the wild, humans are pretty hairless, but many of us still make an effort to shave certain areas of our bodies. There's also a good chance the ladies preferred a bug-free man, which gave hairier guys a leg up in the ancient dating game. Now that we're in modern times, we have better methods of detecting parasites, so the body hair isn't as necessary. The video does suggest, though, that those with more body hair today may have an easier time detecting bedbugs. Maybe you should put away the razor after all. Number 3. Wisdom teeth. Most of us end up getting our wisdom teeth out at some point or another, if we're unlucky enough to have them, so what's the point of them even growing in the first place? Humans needed an extra row of teeth to chow down on our ancient diets of uncooked meats and tough roots. But now that our jaws and faces have reduced in size over the last 20,000 years and we've learned the wonders of the stove, these molars typically cause more harm than good. If you don't get these teeth removed, be prepared to step up your brushing game. Food tends to get trapped back there. Number 4. Auricular muscles. The auricular, or extrinsic, muscles of the human ear include the anterior auricular muscle, the superior auricular muscle, and the posterior auricular muscle. Together, they control the pinna, or the visible part of the ear. In many mammals, ear movements produced by the auricular muscles play a role in sound localization and the expression of emotion, but in humans, the muscles are considered non-functional. Darwin proposed that humans effectively capture sounds by positioning the head to receive them, thereby compensating for the loss of or eliminating the need for the auricular muscles. Through repeated effort, however, humans can recover some ability to wiggle their ears. Number 5. Appendix. Appendicitis is no joke. This medical emergency occurs when your appendix becomes inflamed, and can burst if left untreated. The protocol for this type of situation is just to remove the organ altogether, so evidently, it's not really pivotal to your survival. Still, there is some evidence to suggest it might help out with your gut health, though that's still up for debate. Either way, you can totally live without it. Number 6. Jacobson's organ. In rodents and other mammals, there's a reason for Jacobson's organ, a sensory system that's typically found in the nasal lining or the roof of the mouth. Animals use these structures to pick up on the gender or sexual behavior of other wildlife, which is crucial for mating. Most people have their own Jacobson's organ in their nose, but scientists generally agree it doesn't have much of a purpose. Number 7. Gallbladder. Okay, so your gallbladder still has a purpose. This organ helps release bile into your small intestine to break down fatty foods. It's kind of like your body's bile storage unit. When you remove your gallbladder, you don't have that reservoir, which means there's a constant flow of bile instead of any being stored. This theoretically can mess with your digestion. But here's the thing, many animals don't have a gallbladder, and a lot of humans get theirs removed for medical reasons and do just fine. Do you want to have this organ removed? Probably not. Would you survive without it? Absolutely. Number 8. Eyebrows. You have to admit, you'd look pretty funny without your eyebrows. And these little sections of hair do actually have some purpose. The shape of them helps shield your eyeballs from moisture and debris. Developmentally speaking, this was probably a really important feature for living in the wild. Nowadays, however, you can pluck them, tattoo them, or shave them completely, it really doesn't matter. Just keep in mind you're way better at expressing emotion when you have eyebrows to help you out. They're essential in conveying your feelings and also helping your friends identify you from a distance. So do let us know in the comments on what topics you want us to make our next video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe our channel for more informative topics for your healthy life.